That great second period of growth for Philadelphia from, say, 1820 to 1920, that's the century of manufacturing primacy for Philadelphia. We're one of the dominant manufacturing centers in the country and indeed the world. And again, these goods, like locomotives and chemicals, we're specialists and we're as good or better than anyone on the planet in it. Around 1920, that begins to change. One of the reasons is we've become more heavily concentrated in textiles. And by 1920, you start to see the first textile processing plants in the South. That's the very leading edge of the deurbanization of manufacturing in the United States. So if you look at the data, Philadelphia's growth really decelerates beginning in 1920. It's then masked by a subsequent rise in the Second World War. So in the 1940s, we expand a lot. There are a couple of reasons for that. One, we become a great war production center. And then secondly, when we ended the war, we were the only manufacturing power left. And we had a relatively rich country that in the previous 20 years hadn't been able to buy a lot of durable goods and a lot of products that Philadelphia produced. So in the 50s, we thrived. We thrived by producing a lot of goods, but increasingly they were lower end, lower skill goods, often having to do with textiles, but not exclusively textiles.